Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of XRP and keep you ahead of the curve in crypto. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now because today, on January 5th, 2026, we're breaking down the hottest XRP developments that could shape your portfolio this year. We've got ETF inflows hitting record levels, price rallies that are turning heads, and institutional moves that scream opportunity. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly why XRP is buzzing right now, and I'll share some key insights on what might come next. Let's jump right in. First off, let's talk about those XRP ETFs that are absolutely dominating the headlines. Just 50 days after launch, in mid-November 2025, these ETFs have pulled in over $1.3 billion in assets. That's insane. $483 million in December alone, with zero outflows and 43 straight days of positive inflows. We're talking about the second fastest crypto ETF to cross the billion-dollar mark, right behind Bitcoin. And get this, while Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs saw massive outflows, 1.09 billion and 564 million respectively, XRP is soaking up institutional cash like a sponge. Why does this matter to you? Because each $1 billion locks away about 500 million XRP tokens, tightening the circulating supply by 0.76%. If this pace holds, we could see over $5.8 billion in inflows by the end of 2026, removing 4.4% of the total supply. Imagine what that does to price dynamics. Have you checked your holdings lately? This kind of demand isn't just hype, it's real money from big players positioning for the long haul. But hold on, because the price action is where it gets exciting. XRP has rallied over 18% in the first 5 days of 2026 alone, pushing past 2.38 and holding strong above the $2 mark. We're seeing a rebound from that washed-out base at the end of 2025, where it dipped to around $1.60 before buyers stepped in hard. Technically, there's a potential death cross looming on the daily chart, the first in 14 months, with the 50-day EMA closing in on the 200-day. But don't panic yet. The momentum from this rally is keeping the golden cross intact since November 2024, and limited exchange inflows suggest holders aren't selling off. Analysts are pointing to a structurally improved setup, tighter consolidation, controlled momentum, and clearer execution paths. One major bank even laid out targets: $8 for 2026, $10.40 in 2027, and $12.50 in 2028. From current levels around 2.12 to 2.18, that's 270% to 490% upside potential. Think about it. With the SEC case resolved last August, legal clarity is finally here, erasing that overhang that's held XRP back for years. If you're sitting on the sidelines, ask yourself, is this the breakout we've been waiting for? Shifting gears to Ripple's latest moves, because they're fueling this fire. Ripple is expanding XRP-powered cross-border payment corridors beyond pilots, focusing on high-volume regions in 2026. We're talking real-world utility that's scaling up. Plus, XRPL protocol upgrades are on deck, including programmability, lending, and privacy features. And here's a supply shocker. Over 500 million XRP just got locked into escrow until 2028. That's straight from on-chain data, reducing available tokens, and adding that deflationary pressure we all love. Combine this with falling exchange balances as ETFs absorb supply, and price discovery feels more structural than speculative. Remember when XRP swung from 3.66 in July 2025 to 0.78 in October? That volatility is giving way to stability, backed by treasury adoption and on-chain DeFi demand. Flare data is confirming real utility here, strengthening the bull case every day. Now let's zoom out to the bigger picture. Institutional adoption is accelerating. Reports show XRP flowing out of exchanges like Binance at a rapid pace, hitting 2025 lows in reserves. That's long-term holders and ETF demand at work. The US banks are already integrating with Ripple, as Brad Garlinghouse testified before Congress. And with quantum-resistant transactions being tested on the XRP Ledger, it's positioning ahead of competitors on security. Add in the Canton Network pilot, aligning with BIS's unified ledger concept, a network of networks for institutional finance, and XRP is at the heart of it. Global players like GS, HSBC, DTCC are involved, and it's not speculation. It's the blueprint for tokenized assets. For Q1 2026, keep an eye on these drivers. Regulation fueling bullish cases, ETF flows tightening liquidity, macro risks, and even media networks built on XRPL, like the one powered by BXE token. With just 500 million tokens and prices at pennies, the growth potential there is massive, but always do your own research. As we look ahead, 2026 could be XRP's shift into true institutional liquidity infrastructure. With ETFs potentially pushing to $4 by year-end, and analysts eyeing multi-100% gains, the setup is compelling. But remember, crypto moves fast. Volatility is part of the game. What's your take? Drop a comment below. Are you buying more XRP this week or waiting for a dip? Let's discuss in the comments to keep the conversation going. Before we wrap up, if this video helped you stay informed on XRP, smash that like button. It really helps the algorithm push this to more people like you. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got more deep dives coming on altcoins, market trends, and exclusive insights. Share this with a friend who's into crypto. They'll thank you later. And if you're serious about building your portfolio, check the links in the description for trusted resources on XRP wallets and exchanges. Thanks for watching. Stay smart, stay invested, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.